Welcome back, everyone, to the Irish Furion. I am the Irish Furion. So, I have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things have changed in my awareness and perception over the while now. And I, for me, I'm a big picture person. I see the bigger picture. Being an artist and a musician for the first half of my life, as you know, to create art and to create songs and music and compose and structure is all pattern recognition. It's all patterns. So, because that's what I do. And even in order to build electric bikes from scratch and all that, you have to be able to put pieces together. So, for me, I'm just looking at the bigger picture all the time, and I'm looking at the pieces that go to make up the bigger picture. And what I see now is, I see what I think is, I'm going to lay it out, is that Christ already came, and that I kind of go with the idea that he came within the lifetime that he said he would. It's in the Bible. It says that you will see me in your lifetime. I'll be coming back soon. Okay, and I don't think by soon he meant like it represented a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand years. I think he meant soon, and he did say, "You will see me in your lifetime." Okay, so I think he came back. I think he came back then. I think we had the millennial reign for 1,000 years, and if you go according to the timeline of Revelations, the Book of Revelations, I think that, and this isn't strictly Christian canon either. Catholicism and all the major Christian religions don't teach this. They teach that Christ is yet to come. I believe he's already come, and I believe we all the buildings you see all around the world, what are called cathedrals, and we say in America you have, we say, the Capitol buildings and all of these great buildings, which people attest to a civilization called Tartaria. I think were constructed during the time and the reign of Jesus Christ, and I think that humankind and mankind was under such a period of grace with God at that time that the construction of these kind of buildings wasn't a mean feat, you know. And I think there were beings and creatures around it that have been obfuscated from us through mind indoctrination, which is what we have today. As in the belief that there were dinosaurs on the earth, the belief that dragons are a mythological creature, even though we say in every culture there is such a thing as a dragon. Yet they keep pushing this. There's no real evidence for, we say, dinosaurs except manufactured dinosaur finds and so-called bone findings that they find. If there were the bodies of dinosaurs in the ground all over the world, they'd be found in construction sites nearly every second day. So that's not the case. There are always these archaeological digs solely for the finding of these creatures, you know. I think we've been fooled to, and I think the reason for all of this fooling and all this lying and all this keeping our minds under control, and remember the word government means to govern the mind, governmenti, right? That's what it means, government. I think the reason for the control of our minds is that we're living in Satan's little season, which is why we see so much conflict, so much suffering on the earth at this time. And if you think of what a season is a quarter. At least in the northern hemisphere, it's a quarter of a full year. And if the millennial reign was 1,000 year long, then Satan's little season, a little season, a small season, would be a quarter of that. So what's a quarter of 1,000 years? Well, it's 250 years. And if you look at the Statue of Liberty, showing a figure bearing a torch, which illuminates, which is light, the light bearer. Who has the term the light bearer? Well, it's Lucifer, loose, light. Okay, and if you look at the bottom, at the feet, at the foot of the Statue of Liberty, you'll see chains broken, which is the loosening of chains for Satan's little season to give him reign for a small season. Also, I believe on the book that the Statue of Liberty is holding, it says something like 1756 or 1796, something like that, to around there. And I believe that's when Satan was loosed. And if this is the case, then we have not very long to go before the end of Satan's little season, which is probably why things are heating up and things are changing so rapidly right now. Yeah, yeah. And I'm seeing a lot of YouTube channels which are supporting this view, coming around and coming into being. And there's a great channel called Understanding Conspiracy by a guy called Paul, and basically he's been doing videos on what the Nephilim, which were the children of the fallen angels, the angels which were thrown out of heaven. So this is all very interesting to me, and I'm studying it, and I'm still holding to believe in God and believe in Christ. Yeah, and I'll tell you more at a later date, but this is where my mind is at the moment. This is why we see right now the inversion of everything, the inversion of male and female. It's to confuse the genders. Who is the father of lies, the father of deception? Well, it's Satan, obviously. And so it would make sense that we say the medicines we take make us sick, not better. It would make sense that we're fooled into believing that there is a virus or a sickness which makes people ill, and here, go take this medicine which in fact hurts, maims, or kills you, or alters you irreparably. But I don't think that just happened recently. I think that's been happening for a while. I think that so-called diseases like polio, AIDS, all of these things are constructs for which to eradicate people who aren't able to think or see clearly because of their immorality. I think that when your morality is what keeps your vision clear. It's what makes you understand what is up from down, what is in from out, what is bad from good. And I believe when you lose your morality, when you no longer can tell that a man is a woman and a woman is a man, or an adult from a child and a child is an adult, or we'll say now you have kids, the idea is being pushed that they can identify as animals, and so on and so on and so forth, and that women should play football, hurling, do things which men are built to do. Take them out of the home, take them away from being mothers, turn them into men that work long hours under great stress, which is what a man is designed to do. Well, not at the degrees that have been happening, but at least they're more built for conflict, they're more built for stress, that kind of stress. Whereas we say a woman is built for the equalization of little beings in a home, keeping the peace, pathological altruism, pathological reciprocity, which is why you see that in the feminization of men in the West, why we're losing our nations, because in the Bible it says you will be ruled by women, foreigners and children, as a way to take away your nation from you. We had Leo Varadkar, who is half man, half woman, because he's gay, and he's foreign, half Indian, half gay, half Indian, half Irish. And then you have women being pushed as, we say, warriors, and you see in all the advertising, young Irish women being, the whole thing is now like female football, female sport, female rugby. Why is that? It's the inversion. It's the inversion of what is male and female. And this has to be done by Satan in order to keep total control, keep complete control over the narrative, complete control over Satan's kingdom on this earth at the moment. Because God's creation, which is man and woman, make a child, it can't be allowed, because that's God's reality, that's God's will. And so the satanic inversion of that is that a man can be a woman, a woman can be a man, and so on and so forth, and blah 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 blah. Alright, so you get it. So that's it for now. That's all I wanted to say. I know, what am I speaking for? Nearly 10 minutes. Okay, so that's it. I'll come back with a lot more, but I just wanted to check in and kind of riff for a bit and give you kind of an update on where I'm at in my thinking and my understanding of what I see around me. My back is no better. It's worse, if anything, and my legs are immobile to a greater degree. But I'm able to walk small distances and very slowly. I still help the girl with the MS in, I won't say, I still help the girl with the MS 4 days a week. I travel about half the length of the country on a train with my electric bike, which has been giving me wicked trouble recently. But I've been working out the kinks. I have it now set up to have two batteries, one on top and one inside. So there's a greater range and duration with it. So that's it really. Yeah, put your thoughts in the comments below. I know the paid trolls will, so you might as well get your speak in as well. Okay, take care. Talk soon. Out.